Hey, good morning or good afternoon or good evening, wherever you are. Um, we're in Berlin. It's morning here, beautiful weather. Thank you for joining. Today we have a thrilling topic to discuss. My name is Vladimir Dudchenko Jr. I'm the managing director at Software Berlin GmbH.
And my name is Sergey Bochkarev. I'm the sales for our different contact center products.
Um, our company, Software Berlin, has been founded in 2015, so 10 years ago. Um, we operate worldwide and we specialize in everything that has to do with contact centers or client servicing. It's a full service company, so we develop, we sell, we integrate, consult, and support. Like everybody else, we've been deeply into AI lately, but we are industry insiders, so we're looking at projects industry first. We see projects, how they develop, and so we have gained some experience in exactly that, and we want to summarize and share it with you. So everybody is talking about agentic AI, but even the most sophisticated agent in the world, which is a human agent, needs training, needs to be integrated into business processes and to be integrated with teams of coworkers before this agent starts to deliver value. Same is true of AI agents. Of course, LLM models are being trained by their respective vendors before they are marketed, but still you have to deliver them the business context somehow. So create an infrastructure around them. Um, that's also takes time. So that's the main difficulty. So the main problem, so to say. Um, Sometimes what also is a challenge that AI decisions are political, so they are like viewed not as business tools, but more as expensive or trendy uh, front desk show off tools. And as a result of all those difficulties, 95% of AI pilots fail. So reports MIT in their lately published paper, um, which is not a big surprise for us as insiders. Um, so what we want to focus on in this webinar is low-risk AI pilots in contact centers and how they can be identified. So such as can be implemented quickly, deliver visible business impact, and accelerate your organization's revenues and your own career growth, hopefully. Um, the challenges. Um, a contact center or a front desk is a deeply integrated system, as you certainly know. So it has many parts that are working together, that have been put together during a long period of time, and that can be a tool for contact center, a service desk, a CRM, an ERP, and so on and so forth. And there can be many different tools for contact center too. Um, so many like AI platforms, not only AI platforms, but them too, they are thriving to become a central environment. So a platform onto which everything else is integrated. So a middleware of sorts. It is the most expensive way to do things. So such projects are extremely difficult to plan, so takes months and takes a long time to implement. So it's normal for such a project to like take 6 months to develop, 12 months to be implemented. Um, uh, and that's, of course, very risky in our eyes. So there are legacy systems in use quite often, which have no open APIs at all. We we live in Germany, so here it is quite often that we see such systems that you have to negotiate integration with from scratch and perform it like with their technical team. Um, Still, even if everything goes smoothly, you have to tailor your business processes so that this new AI tool is implemented and is becoming part of it. Um, what is another challenge is that AI solutions are aging very quickly. So in every 12 months, the AI landscape is changing dramatically, as you have certainly noticed. And so what happens if you are doing a project that lasts 18 months and in 12 months, nobody knows what will happen. So if the majors are rolling out some solutions that are disrupting the landscape, this is a risk and a challenge. And it's not a challenge per se, but it's a risky way to do things is own development. So sometimes mm, like service providers are putting their IT teams to use so that they develop their own tools for automation. That of course may work, but it takes longer than it takes the um, specialized predators of the market to roll out such things, and it will make sense if you are planning to become a developer and a vendor yourself or start a new branch. It probably will be outrun if you are not and become more expensive to you. Um, so what we suggest to reduce risk is very obvious. Do fast, cheap, and replaceable projects. Uh, Measure results in money or save time on every step, and avoid big leaps of hope that will take you like years before they actually can be measured and deliver results. So your products need to, like your newly integrated products need to complement your existing system, not replace it. Um, Actually, the AI agents are becoming increasingly cheap to produce, and many companies are doing exactly that based on existing low-code platforms that are around, and there are also companies that tailor the AI agents according to your measure, and that is probably the best way to go with it. Um, we want to suggest a simple rule of thumb that may help to measure such possible projects. So we consider an AI project as cheap if you can use operating capital to implement it without a need for investment capital. You can start in under 2 months and it pays off in under 6 months. That means that if you are like after 8 months you're still using this AI tool and it already has paid off, you're all good. Even if you have to scratch it, even if is outdated, you don't care. You've done a successful project, you've earned your company money, you've gained experience, you have another stripe on your black belt, so you've done good. Um, this is a mind map of different uses that AI agents or AI in general can have in contact centers. It's of course is not final and it's branching out daily, but still it's like a sort of a sample of what can be done. On top of it, you can see different tools with which you can actually um, do some of those tasks. Like, for example, you can do upsell and cross-sell with the help of agent assistants, and you can do agent assessment with QA and so on. We will concentrate on those shortly. Um, so before we go further, so these are the high impact use cases that we want to discuss. So agent assistants, chatbots, voice bots, quality assurance tools. They fall or can fall under our rule of thumb definition, and we'll discuss them in a minute. So before we go on, a nota bene, we want to measure results in money or in agents' time saved or a quality assurance managers' time saved. That is not because we want to suggest to fire people so robots come and take people's jobs. No, we think it's a growing world of services, and so whoever provides better services, more services, and cheaper services wins this competition. Same workforce, more services. And of course, we believe in specializing and skill pumping of real life people so that um, people's jobs become more like sensible. And the routine work is taken by the robots, yes. But that is up to you as actual managers and owners of businesses. So, agent assistants. There are many in the market already. They listen to all conversations. They provide real-time recommendations, voice or text, and they can increase agents' effectiveness, efficiency by 20% per agent. That is growing. Challenges are that they have to understand the request. A request may contain multiple information points, so they need to understand them all without asking too many additional questions. That is frustrating. And they need to provide assistance like live without delays. Chatbots. There are many. Of course, you have already encountered many or implemented some. They are best to produce information on product FAQs. They are working 24/7. Humans can be escalated only on higher value cases, so a lot of human time is saved. Currently, 30% of live conversation, up to 80% of routine can be automated. Well, actually, I believe that more than that even. Key challenges, well, conversations need to be informative and never go in rounds, and human escalation needs to be timely. Voice bots are largely the same, but slightly different. Um, Actually, in existing contact centers, inbound and outbound, still voice is huge. So a big proportion of all requests is being done by voice. So the voice bots can, for example, collect the information before it is being delivered to a live agent. So acting as smart IVRs of sorts, but without going in layers of those selections, which are very frustrating, of course. So you can use a voice bot to collect all information quickly, and then the agent seamlessly can hop in and continue talking to a customer and solving the problem. Um, so for inbound contact centers, like half of the agent's time can be automated already in this year. Problem or challenge is that you really have to have good voice recognition and speech generation. It has to be all done live, and it presents a technical challenge, and it, of course, is more expensive. Um, Quality assurance tools. We at Southbecom, we have touched all of those cases actually already, so we understand how they are done. We have implemented some. But for quality assurance, we have rolled out just recently a tool called QA Wacht, which is in our eyes done specifically to be fitting under our rule of thumb principle. So it's a pure SaaS. So we are more or less deep into this area, so we will show some features of it just a little later. So what are quality assurance tools are doing. They are assessing up to 100% of conversations, which is impossible to do with real-life quality managers. They produce automated score sheets, transcripts. They can be online or offline, so you can use recorded files. And McKinsey blog says that 50% automation is achievable. We strongly believe that up to like 99% automation is achievable with such tools. The challenges, yes, good speech recognition and speech generation and powerful AI model needs to be put in use and infrastructure has to be built around it. Then there is the question of personal data protection. It depends on the country, but in many countries, their legal rules are very strict. So everything has to be anonymized and data has to be stored locally. We live in Germany where such rules are probably the strictest. Yeah, it's a national like sport to protect personal data. So it can become tricky, but we adhere to that principle, of course. And integration, as always, can be difficult and costly. So we'll move now to the demonstration. Our tool you can find on this link, so southbecom.com/quality-assurance. So we will demonstrate you now what we actually mean by easy start and easy integration, which in this contemporary world needs to be done in minutes, not in months. So I will stop this demonstration of this moment and Sergey hop in.
And I will share my screen.
Mhm.
So, Vladimir, do you see my screen?
I do.
Okay, perfect. So the participants also do. So, as already was said, integration means information flow setup, even with specialized and ready connectors that can take a lot of time. So what we suggest here is a different type of connector, one that fits all. When you want to evaluate agents, you send them an invitation to download the connector as an exe file and install it. That will intercept audio streams and catch the screen content from agent's desktop. So evaluation of any conversation becomes possible, regardless of the contact center software they are using. So you can use every kind of contact center solution, or you can use any other type of communication software like Microsoft Teams, or here we are using Zoom at the moment. So how do we do that? We have here a tab for agents. This is the system. As you see, the system runs in every kind of browser. And we have here the tab agents. And now we can add here an agent list, for example. You can upload an agent list, or you can just put one agent by one to the system with a plus button. And that automatically sends a download link and password to the agents. The only thing that you need to do is teach the connector when a conversation starts and ends. Therefore, we are going here to the tab of the profile and go to the image templates. So each system that interacts with the operator via the desktop has visual elements on the screen associated with the start and the end of a call. So you as administrator make screenshots of these screen fragments once and upload them to the system. And that's it. The connector will understand the moments of starting and ending of each conversation and correspondingly will limit the evaluated dialogues only by these meaningful parts. So what you see here in our case, this is just an example of our contact center system. It can be any other contact center system if you use, for example, a Genesis system, or do you use another system for your customer care. Usually there are always icons, or it It could be also a text fragment. The thing is, as administrator, you have to do a screenshot. You upload the screenshot, and then the system knows when to start a transcription and when to end a transcription. In our case, in our software, when the software, the QA Wacht, see these icons, it means for the system that it will start a transcription. And if I scroll down, you see here another sign. This is the sign for ending and transcription. So, and that's it. So you just put the screenshots or upload the screenshots, and with this procedure, the system knows when to start and to end the transcription. And I think normal users, not experienced users, can do that in like 15, 20 minutes. This is not a rocket science. So this is what we mean with easy start. You don't have to do some integration of months or years like with other systems. You just put the screenshots inside, and then you can work with the system. So I will show you now a few of the important tabs that we are using in our quality assurance system. One of the most important is the tab reports. Here we see all transcripted conversations of the agents that are in the system. So we can also put here some filters inside, so we can select the reports like by agents or by indicators like politeness or greeting, how good was that done in the conversations of the agents and the clients. And here you see the conversations of the agents. And if you want to check how the conversation was, you can also just click on the conversation, and then a screen opens where you see the complete dialogue of agent and client. So I can scroll here down and see the whole dialogue. And on the right side, you see the score of this conversation. So on the left side, you see the indicator. So we have a few standard indicators in our metric that can be used. These are like greeting or politeness or competence. And you can also add your own indicators. So if you want to measure another indicator, maybe like here it is the competence of sales, for example. This is a German word. You can add your own indicators, say the system how it should be evaluated, and then it starts to do the evaluation. So in the middle part, you see also the description. This is a description how good the indicator like greeting here or politeness was done. And on the right side, you see the score of the conversation and this special indicator. This is the score that the system gives to the agent, but you can choose another score. If you disagree with the score that was given to the agent, you can say, oh, okay, in my opinion, it was not a 10, I think it was an 8. So you can change it manually, and then the system will change or adjust the statistics for this agent. And if I scroll down, we have also a summary of the call. So if you don't have the time to read every indicator, you can also just go to the comment and see a general overview about the call and the total score of the conversation. So this was the tab reports, but we know that managers or supervisors or quality managers usually don't have the time to see every conversation. So one of the most important parts is to see an overview about all conversation. Therefore, they are using the dashboard. Here in the dashboard, you can first you can change the date. So for how many days do you want to see the statistics of our conversations. So here we have set 7 days, but you can choose more or less. But if I have less, then I don't have here the statistics because this is a demo system and we have put our calls a few days ago inside. So I need to choose here like a minimum of 7 days. And then you see an overview of the indicators and how good their job, so the calls were done by the agents. As you see here, for an agent, for example, this is me, the problem solution competence was weak. And if I want to check why that was like that, I just click on this statistic and the system will automatically jump again in the reports and show then all calls of this agent in order to see what was good and what was maybe not really good. So we have here a special statistic for problem resolution, or we want to see how the problem resolution was. So we see here the score for the problem resolution competence, and we see just one call was done successfully, the other calls not. So now we can go in the calls again and see the dialogue and the score. Then we can check why was that call not really good, or we can check other calls why they were better than this one. And moreover, what I want to show you is an important part is the part of the anonymization. As Vladimir told, in Germany, the rules for anonymization of personal data really have really high standards. So you have always to check if the personal data was hidden or it doesn't go to any servers outside of maybe German servers or the servers of our clients. So in order to see how the anonymization is done, you can click here on the arrows and then you see the anonymized dialog. So here you see the whole dialog and then you see the anonymized dialog. For example, you see here in the dialog was said, my name is Sergei Bochkarev and I'll be happy to assist you in finding the perfect seat. And you see in the anonymized dialog that was evaluated by the AI. My name is person and I'll be happy to assist you in finding the perfect seat. So we are anonymizing all personal data. That's really important in the most countries of the world. So moreover, I want to tell you that we are, what I have shown you were now the statistics of our conversation in the live calls. So if the agent speaks directly with a client, the transcription starts and ends, but we can also work with recorded files. But one important thing is if you want to see how the connector works, or is the connector working for an agent, you can also click here on the tab agents. And you see here the status of the connector. Red means it is inactive, and if you have a green status, that means the connector is active and the transcription is done. You can also click here on the checkboxes, right, in order to switch a connector on and switch a connector off. So you don't have to evaluate every agent all the time. So you can choose an evaluation maybe for a period, or maybe you know that this or that agent are really good in that what they are doing. They are never problems. So maybe you don't have to evaluate their calls, so you can switch it off. So as I have said, we can also work with recorded files. Therefore, I jump here on the tab data source. Data source means that we have here a connection to a third-party system, like other contact center system. It is connected, and this connection allows the system that we receive the files. So we upload the files from a third-party system, a contact center system, or other conversation systems. And then the recorded files will be transcripted and evaluated the same way like with the live calls. We can also do do an import of conversations of recorded files one by one. Therefore, we click on the tab Conversation Import, and here we can click on the button plus, and then a recorded file will be uploaded in the system. And then we have the same procedure. This call or this recorded file will be transcripted then and evaluated by the system with the same rules like for the live calls. Then one interesting tab or point is the billing. So we have really easy way to buy packages for our system. So if you want to buy packages in order to have transcriptions of the conversations, you go to the billing, and here you can choose some packages. One important thing is that one token is 1 minute of a conversation. So you can buy here different packages of tokens, and the bigger the package of the tokens is, the cheaper the minute price or the token price is. So if you buy directly at 100,000 tokens, that means that each minute of the conversation is one token, costs you 2 cents. So when you choose the package, you just continue to your payment with maybe your credit card and pay, and then you have the tokens inside and can use the system. Moreover, if you do a registration with us, you receive automatically 400 tokens. So you can do also free test for the agents. If you connect here on agents, 250 tokens are paid for that. And then you have 150 tokens, so 150 minutes to do an evaluation of his calls. And you can also set here automatic account recharge. So if your tokens are empty already, you can automatically buy new tokens. So this was the billing. And one other important tab for our customers, clients, is also the help tab. So we have here some FAQs for our system. So if you have questions, maybe somebody else has already asked this question, so you can check here the question that we have in our FAQs. We have also a documentation for our system, so you can read the documentation in order to get familiar with the system. And we have also here a contact with us. So if you have a specific question which is maybe not mentioned in the FAQs, you can write here a question to us, and that automatically will create a ticket in our service desk system. So this is probably the most important part of the system. And if you have any specific question and individual questions for your company, because you want to know something different that I have shown you, you just can write us to Vladimir or to me, and we will set a meeting with you and speak about your individual questions on the system. So this is it. I will stop now my screen, and Vladimir can continue.
And yes, that I will. So thank you, Sergey. And I want to show you an example project. So how does our system actually fit into the rule of thumb that we have discussed? So this is the price table taken from our site, the same that Sergey has spoken about. And yes, just one quick addition to his words. As he correctly said, it's that we have a free trial, we have those packs, pay as you go, pure SaaS, but we also have special conditions for corporate entities. So depending on your specific needs, these can be discussed separately. And for example, we can do a locally installed version of the system, not SaaS, if it's needed. So anyway, here is an example project. 50 agents. Every agent speaks 9.6 thousand minutes per month, but we believe in 80% utilization, so 7.68 thousand minutes per month. Each agent, live agent, costs 250 tokens per month, so 12,500 for the team. So these are the figures. So the whole team, if you want to evaluate it, full time, the 100% will consume just below 400,000 tokens in a month. And is it a lot or not? Well, depending. It will cost you under just under $8,000, so 2,000 by four. Um, it depends on what is your cost of labor. In Europe, in Germany specifically, a cost of agent for a contact center is about $5,000 per month. That is not salary, of course, but that includes salary, taxes, social insurance, health insurance, everything, and also real estate and software and hardware. So with this level of cost, $8,000 is 1.5 agents' fees per month, which for 100% of conversation is not, of course, a lot, which 100% of conversations cannot be done with human people. You'll have to hire 50 managers to listen to 50 agents. Nobody would do it. So let's look at more like realistic scenarios. So we evaluate three: 20%, 5%, and 2%. So 20%, you will need 89,000 tokens, and that will be roughly $1.8 thousand per month. You will be saving 10 jobs, nearly 10, because you will probably need 1 day a week from a live manager on average to put together the score charts, to put together the reports. That's quite a lot of reports. I mean, 20%. So deliver them to the superiors, etc. But nearly 10 mm, 10 jobs will be saved, 9.8. So is it a lot for $1,800? Well, we think that's a lot. Well, I mean, it's cheap. So it's mostly in any situation, that would be a huge saving. So 5%, you will need 31.7 thousand tokens. It will cost you $634, and you will be saving 2.3 human jobs. That's also in our eyes quite feasible. That's not a big payment for such a big save. So if you are doing 2%, you will need 500. Well, we're saying then that you're probably using package 3 because you are not doing a lot. So the tokens will come, the package is cheaper, but the tokens more expensive. So you will need $505 for that, and you will save one job. So is it a lot? Well, in many countries, that's already it costs more or less so for a quality manager's job. So depending on where you are, but it is easily seen that the more you evaluate, the cheaper it becomes and the more profitable it becomes. But even on the lower limits, like 2%, it still looks feasible. So the key takeaways from what we have discussed. A successful pilot should have in AI should have low to zero upfront costs, so be pure SaaS. Um, must have a free or inexpensive trial. flexible payment, deployment time below 2 months. If it doesn't deliver value, scrap it, start a new one. And ROI should be immediate and visible in reduced labor costs or saved money or higher productivity in some really feasible metric. So that is it. That is what we wanted to deliver today. So let's look at possible questions.
Yes, Vladimir, we have some. So first question was, where are your servers?
Um, our servers are in Germany and in the USA. So we understand that we will have to expand this network of servers because many different countries have different legal requirements, and in some of them everything should be installed locally. So we'll be looking into that depending on the needs of the clients and expanding in any case. But for now, it's these two countries.
Perfect. So next question, what is your pricing model? So we have shown you the pricing model of our QA quality assurance system, QA Wacht. You can buy packages of tokens, and then you can use the system offline, so with pre-recorded files or with live agents. If you are interested in other software applications for contact centers, please visit our site. There we have also some prices for our contact center or service desk solution. And if you want to have an individual price because you have a special project which doesn't fit directly in ready software applications, just contact us. We can speak about that and then tell you the estimated price for that. So next question was, how do I start the trial? You just follow the registration link at softbecom.com/quality-assurance. So this is for our quality assurance system. You'll be directed to the application where you perform a simple account setup. Each new account is granted with 400 tokens for free. So you can, for example, connect one agent that will need 250 tokens, and then you have 150 minutes for quality assurance with full functionality. That is really easily done. And we are also there to help you. How it was done, I have shown you how easy it is done. But if you have questions, you can also contact us and we are happy to help you. So next question is, what about other tasks on your slide? You have covered only 4.
Yeah, I'll take that. That is a subject for a separate conversation. We can't cover everything in one webinar. We are planning more. So we will be covering some of them in the nearest future. So we will invite you. You're on the VIP list, and we definitely are going to talk on more of those.
Perfect,
Anything
thank
else?
you. So next question was, you have talked about minimization of expenses for integration. What is it exactly that you offer?
Well, we offer the connector, as you have seen, so that intercepts the audio and meta video from your agent screen, and that is it. So we replace connection with this connector. I mean, but of course, we can do also API connection for more sophisticated projects if it is needed.
Perfect, thank you. And the last question is, your quality assurance system, what time does it really need to be included into contact center business processes?
As you have seen, you can start it in several minutes. So probably the first time you will be doing it, you will need 15 minutes. Next time you will be doing it, you will need 5 minutes. You can upload a list of agents, start it, they receive the links to connect, they register, and voila, you have it have done it. If you need to somehow automate the processing of results like score charts, reports, etc., that depends on the complexity of your business processes. It can all be done with your local or whatever you use, the service desk system you're using. So it's like tailoring a business process. Can be done. Prices and time depends on the complexity and your needs.
Perfect. That's it. We don't have any other questions, so we are
Uh,
ready.
Okay, then thank you for being with us today. Thank you for your attention. These are our contacts. Please follow the link for more information, www.softbecom.com/quality dash or minus assurance, or contact us directly. Here are our emails, and yeah, we'll be happy to see you again at our next webinars. Thank you a lot.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.